I don't know if it's my eyes, but my camera's really blurry. But never mind. So it's now quiet. The kids have finally gone to bed. And I've just been sitting watching a certain YouTuber's videos. Well, today, so as most of you have probably seen on my social media, my car broke down. The battery died. Friday the 13th, it's a curse. And then, second thing to happen, my Twitter notifications stopped working. So I've only got a handful of people who I like to follow on Twitter, and I'm not getting any of their notifications, and it's annoying me. So I'm thinking, right, well, what else can happen today? Well, so I often get catfished, and I often worry about my kid and my daughter getting catfished. So I'm always speaking to her about the dangers of people who are pretending to be celebs, and you know how they only want one thing, and how they usually follow a script, and it's always about wanting to get money off you and all this. So I had, in the past 2 weeks, I've had 2 people trying to catfish me. One was pretending to be Norman Reedus, and I knew straight away, you know, it's the whole script thing of how they talk. But and they always say, "Dear." Why, dear? Oh, okay, dear. Yes, dear. Not many people talk like that unless it's your granny, you know? So the one who was pretending to be Norman Reedus, he was, shut up dog, he was basically talking trash about, obviously, Norman Reedus' actual partner, Diane. So I lost it. I was like, you know, I know you're not the real Norman Reedus, I know you're a catfish, you need to stop this. He would never speak about his partner like that. You know, he's got too much respect for her, they've got a kid together. Basically, this guy was a knob. So finally he disappeared. Well, I had another one, and it's someone pretending to be Zac Efron. Now, who doesn't know who Zac Efron is? I think every kid under 12 knows who Zac Efron is, even, you know. So I've been talking, I know he's a catfish, so I've just been talking, you know, as you do, trying to find a way to get him to shh, bloody noise outside. Shh. Hey, shush. Quiet. Hey. Shh. It's only my wind chimes. Shh. He got scared of my wind chimes. Shut up. Quiet. So, well, Nick. You done? Hey. Quiet. He doesn't like catfish either. No, bed. Come on. Bed. So, as I was saying, I've been trying to get this guy to trip up. And I tell you what, he is really good. He's been really good. He brings out facts that, you know, you can find anywhere, but they're like obscure things. So I'll check a few screenshots on this video. Sorry, I'm going away from the light, it's too dark. Will you be quiet, please? Who's that? Are you going to be quiet now? Obviously not. So, yeah, but then, it was a funny thing, because he was like, oh, I want to meet you and all this, and my man just set up a greeting system. So I was like, oh, right, okay. What is this meeting system? Explain it, you know. And he sent me an email address, which I will put on this video as well. I've already put it to Twitter. And it's basically, it's pretending to be his manager. So I reckon it's the same person. So I was like, no, I don't think so. Well, tonight, obviously, he's messaging me again. He's asking, how you doing? So everyone on my social media read about my car breaking down. So I was like, yeah, car broke down, you know, all that. Well, then he brings up about this greeting thing again. And he says, have you spoke to my manager about it? It's like, no, I've got other things to worry about, like getting a new car battery, keeping a roof over my head. You know, I need the car to get to work, to keep the roof over my head. I've got more important things financially. And he's like, well, basically, I'll put the screenshots anyway. But basically saying, oh, you don't want to meet me and all this. So like, well, no, look, I've got more financial. I can't afford it. I wouldn't anyway, because he's a catfisher, obviously. But it's so scary that these people can get the most obscure pictures or facts that are pretty hard to find. In fact, last week this guy did a video call for me. So like, why is he video calling me? It's a bit stupid. So I thought, well, I'm going to answer it. So I answered it, and it was like a blurry picture. Will you be quiet? So it was like a blurry picture. So I was like, yeah, right, okay. Well, I could tell that it was of the real Zac Efron in a car. I was like, I've seen this video. Where have I seen this video? So when he finished, I went on the internet and had a good old look through. And it was actually when he was doing the London premiere for that Ted Bundy film. And he was actually doing an interview in the car. So this guy had got the video, no sound whatsoever, because obviously it would have ruined his catfish. But he blurred the picture so you couldn't see it. And it just, I'm talking to this guy because I know if I'm talking to him, that's one child he's not actually talking to. And I've reported this guy to Facebook and nothing's happened, which is piss poor. Facebook, come on. When someone reports you saying that they're a catfisher, you should really look into it. But it's scary how our kids can, how easy they can get these obscure facts, and children are going to believe these. My daughter is smart enough. She knows, catfishing. She knows the signs. And it's like, why do they want to do this? And all it is to get money. So I said, with this meet and greet, so he's like basically saying, you don't want to meet me. I was like, well, I can't afford it. And he said, well, speak to my manager, Jason. So he's using Zac Efron's real manager's name. The only difference is Zac Efron's manager is called Jason Barrett. The email says Jason Barrett. It's like, big flag, hello. But kids are going to believe this. So this is for, now I know I've only got a few subscribers, and I'm hoping we can get this video out. This is for all the kids out there who are having people messaging them on the internet, because it's too easy to hide behind a screen. You don't know who anyone is. God knows, you could be thinking you're talking to Colby and Sam. I'm using them as an example only because I'm a fan of them myself, and I know my daughter is. So if someone messaged a child who was a fan of them, because they do have a lot of young fans, it's no question, they have a lot of young fans. So if someone messaged them saying they were Colby or Sam, these kids are going to believe them. And that is so scary. So this is for the kids who I'm hoping will get a chance to watch this. Now I know I'm not your typical funny YouTuber. I'm a grown woman who's talking to my phone. But this warning is specifically for those young people who are getting catfished. And I know it's happening. My daughter's had it happen before. Luckily, she's smart enough to know block, and tell me. But do not, if anyone talks to you on Twitter or Instagram, unless they've got a verified tick, and if they're a celeb you like and they've got a verified tick, do not trust them. It is too dangerous. They will try everything to get money out of you, and they will talk about setting up meeting systems. So I'm not sending any. I'm tempted to send an email, actually. I won't mind seeing what this fake manager says, but I don't want my email address getting out there. I really don't. But these things, they are going to ask you for money, and it could be an extortionate price. It could be so much. And so, if a kid gets this and it's like, oh, Colby and Sam want to meet me, let's get my mum's credit card so I can pay for it. It's too scary. So to all the kids out there, please do not trust someone message you on any social media platform saying they are a celeb you like, unless they've got the verified check. And I mean, I'm assuming you know what it looks like, but I will post it on this video as well. But please, as a mother to my daughter, and I would hope you could speak to your parents about this as well. If someone messaged you and you don't know who they are, do not reply. It is far too dangerous. You know, and don't agree to meet up with them either, because you don't know who they are. Now, of course, I can tell you this, and it may fall on deaf ears. You're like, well, what do you know? You're an old fart. I know a lot more. I may be older. You know, I'm 36 years old. I've got no problem with people knowing how old I am, but I do have a lot more experience when it comes to people trying to catfish. I've had people doing it for years, and I catch them out every single time. There's only one at the moment I'm a bit confused at, and I'm not going to say anything, but this person has got me quite confused because he doesn't seem like a proper catfisher. But then that could be just as dangerous, because they could not follow this script of I'm calling you dear, but they could still be a catfisher. So I'm going to keep working with this other person who messaged me, who followed me on Twitter. He messaged me, and I'm going to see if he is an actual catfisher. But for all the kids out there, do not reply to people who are messaging you. It's not worth it. You know, the people you look up to, the celebs you look up to, they would not ask you for money. They wouldn't. You know, they wouldn't come on DM and ask you for money so you could meet them. It won't happen. And I know for a fact many celebrities are getting so fed up of people catfishing and pretending to be them to get to their younger fans. And as I said, if you meet up with them, anything could happen. You could go expecting to see, I'm sorry, Colby or Sam, but you're the only names I can think of at the moment, which is daft because I know loads. But yeah, you could be expected to meet up with Sam. You know, great, tell my friends I'm going to meet up with Sam. Guess what? I'm going to meet up with Sam. And you get then it could be an older man who has got other things on his mind which could be dangerous to you. So think first before you reply back to that DM. If there's no verified check, do not reply. Or even if there is, speak to your parents first. So that'll cover both. I mean, you know, you should be speaking to your parents if someone is messaging you. I had a man, he was catfishing, but he wasn't pretending to be a celeb, and he messaged my stepdaughter and she never told me. And that was quite worrying, because some of the stuff, once I eventually found out from my father-in-law, so her grandfather, I was so shocked, because he was asking her things and wanting to send her very private pictures that an older man should not be sending to a kid. And it was really scary, the fact, you know, she knew something was wrong, but she didn't come talk to me or her dad or her mum, and it took a while for her to actually speak to her grandfather. So once I found out, we were straight on her Facebook, we were reporting it, you know, block this bloke, reporting Facebook, saying that he was sending these awful pictures to a child, to a minor. So speak to your parents. If someone messaged you and you don't know who they are, speak to your parents and let them deal with it. You know, it's so important, and internet safety is just so big at the moment. I better keep it down because they're sleeping. I might be waking them up. But we need to keep our children safe on the internet. So, and as I said, it's too easy to hide behind a screen. It's far too easy. You don't know who you're talking to. As I said, you could think you're talking to a celeb, and it could be an old man who wants a bit more and savoury things with you. So now, I want you all to share this. I said I know I've only got a few subscribers, but please share this on your social media and everything to make sure that our kids know about the dangers of catfish, and talk to your children and let them know that they can speak to you if someone messages them that they don't know. Right, this is me checking out. I'm going to finish watching my video. Well, not my video, but the video I'm watching at the moment. And then I'm going to bed because I'm fed up of Friday the 13th. I'm cursed. And I just want to sleep the rest of the night away. And hopefully wake up. It'll be a new day tomorrow. I can get a new battery for my car and I'll be fine. So, everyone, take care. Get this shared. And make sure your kids know about the dangers of catfishers on the internet. Ciao for now.